Well, hello, fuckers. Happy Sunday, August 12th, 2025. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. I'm really, really pissed today, so that's why I thought I'd go live. This is a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's coming. Leave your body at the door. Leave your body and soul at the door, even though it's Sunday. We are in spooky month. We're in fucking October. I'm really pissed because I keep forgetting that I have lives and just fall asleep because I'm too busy with real life most of the time. And part of the reason why I'm really pissed is because I've been paying for StreamYards for freaking ever and not using it. And I want to remind people out there I have two other seats. Actually, I'm going to make one up for grabs. I have a total of 4 seats. One is mine, one is taken. One I have to save for business because I have some special business coming up. So that one is taken. So I have one free seat up for grabs. You guys, I'm paying for this shit and not using it. What kind of fucking capitalist, materialistic American am I that I am just so privileged that I pay for something and don't take advantage of it? You guys, let's talk about what a terrible American I am. It's a dead man's party. Free speech, gotta love America, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. I'm still alive. I just wanted to come on and tell everyone I'm still alive. There's a lot of people that want me dead out there. I'm not shitting you. They want ICE called to my door. A lot of people don't know about American history, right? And they're upset that I know more about this country than they do. You know what really breaks my heart? Let's have a real heart-to-heart moment. Freedom of speech, redress your government. You know, I do prefer the First Amendment over the Second Amendment. Everyone knows that I have evolved in life to become a pacifist. I don't like violence. But this is America. You could have your gun. And do you know about geology, Cope Dog? Let me tell you about a girl I know. I'm going to switch the song. She had a drink about an hour ago. Sorry. No. Hi, Cope Dog. Welcome. Welcome, Willie, as well. Willie, sorry, while Willie is here, we're going to take a tangent. I'm getting geared up to travel again. I took the summer off. I think I mentioned that. I've been remodeling my backyard. I'm doing it DIY. I have labor hands. I've been doing manual work for the past 4 months. It's hard to do, real work in America and build things yourself, especially as a woman, but I think I can do it. So I had to cancel my travel plans this summer. And I know Willie's just really disappointed in me and wants better for me. So Willie, I found the confidence to gear up to travel again. I don't want to share where I'm traveling because, there are doxers out there. I was DDoS last time I traveled, and it's just hard. It's just really hard being a real human behind a computer, just a real human that has a real life that does things and travels, and people are like, oh, well, she was going to come and travel to see me. Dude, I will travel and pity see anyone, it doesn't matter, but just don't think I'm coming somewhere just to see you, But when I do, I'll let you know. So like Willie's been working on my travel skills for a while. He's brutally honest with me. He, gives it to me straight. He uses his American opinion, and, at least he's a respectful, but he is poignant. Those New Englanders, we could talk about New Englanders all day. Yes, that is German. No. Oh, no. I apologize. No, no, no. That's Austria. Yeah, Austria, Germany. You know, uh, Germans would get pissed because, uh, Adolf was Austrian, right? He wasn't German. So that's Austria, but they speak German there. But last time, yeah, last time I got Coke Dog, you're so funny. I remember last time I was in Germany. I was in Munich and I got doxed in Munich. Yes, I was in southern Germany. I was in Bavaria. And that was the last time I traveled out of the country. And, people are like, oh my gosh, she's here. She must be like, no, I don't give a shit. I just travel because I can. Americans, you hold the most precious passport on this universe, the blue passport. Oh, you guys don't realize how lucky you are. You have a blue one. You don't have a red one. But yes, Willie, I took the summer off. I've been taking your word. I've been reading Steve, Rockin' Steve Does Europe. I've been looking at your great heroes and mentors. Sarah, I don't remember her name. Yeah, so Willie, I hope I do you, good. The first tour that I'm starting off, so it's going to be a tour a month until the end of the year. Everybody prepare. If you have your cameras, please, let's do some like paparazzi style shit, or if you want to like Karen shit. I won't tell you what city I'm in, but if you figure it out, I'll meet you somewhere. That's how I work. Next week, I'll be traveling. Yes, Rick Steves. And also, Rick Steves is a great American. Can we just say that? And he supports the marijuana, you guys, because he's intelligent and knows what human bodies need. So yes, Rick Steves. Stop. This is why I don't read chats. Okay. Oh, let's yeah, so I'm traveling domestically next week. I'm going to a big city here in the United States of America. Every big city has its potential problems, and I might have people that are YouTubers that I know that might or might not be there. I'm not there to see you, so don't flatter yourself. But if you want to see me, we can talk about it. I don't know if I'll go live. I'm gonna be doing. I've mentioned before. I do a lot of behind the scenes work. I do stuff which is so funny because people think I'm such a terrible person and criminal, and they went and they looked at my background, and they were being creepy and sending me websites of myself and things I've done. Like, you guys, I know what I've done, first of all. Okay. Second of all, you're not going to find like bad shit on me. And third of all, like, you're not even going to be able to find the really, really good shit. Like, you're not. So, have fun with that. But I will be traveling domestically this month. Internationally next month. The only hint I can give is I will be in Europe, continental Europe. I have been to these places before. And that's all I'm going to say. So, and then my December trip, everyone knows my December trip. It is Los Angeles. So, Willie, I mean, I don't know what kind of LA tour I want to do. I'm not going to be going to like Chuck Manson's mansion, Dahlia, like Black Dahlia. Like, you guys are all deep and sadistic and, like bad stuff. No, I haven't done anything coke dog, but people uh wanted to treat me like a criminal like I have. Oh, and people want me deported. It's so bad. Whatever I've done, coke dog, I deserve to be deported. So a lot of people just don't like it that I exercise my First Amendment speech, and that I don't know that they have an issue that I'm a political refugee, living in exile. And like, I also, because am who I am, Willie, I have long legs and I can't walk slow. I cannot walk slow. So now I have to walk slow and hope I'm not deported. Exactly, deported for what? I don't know. Someone threatened to call ICE on me earlier today, Coke Dog. Like, people want to call ICE on Americans. I don't know. People don't understand. And I don't know. I can't give you the benefit of the doubt and say that it was an American wanting to deport me, an American. Um, I can't tell you why people want me deported. I don't have a criminal background. And I hate to use the term illegal. I'm not illegal. No human is illegal. I'm not illegal. I haven't committed crimes. I don't have a rap sheet. People, I think, want me deported because I have my freedom of speech, and people don't like that I like speak about things and call people out for being racist to want to deport me. An American. I'm an innocent American woman. You guys, they want to deport me. They threatened to call ICE on me. And Willie wants me to slow down walking. You guys, I can't make everyone happy in this country. And like, the worst part is I go on my own channel and do what I want. And like, I'm judged for walking fast on my channel, you guys. I don't know. What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take? Should I drop a link? So I'll drop a link. I barely have an hour. I really came on because I'm paying for this shit and not using it, and it pisses me off. So if anyone wants to waste my money with me, because it's my money, it's my channel, I can do what I want. I'm not breaking laws. I know people are just very angry that I might have a good life, and that I never needed government money. I put myself through college. I worked 3 jobs. I paid off my student loans recently. Like, that was the only government money I ever got. I'm just an American girl living the American dream in exile and hoping that ICE doesn't show up at my doors because people are sad about my life. There's a lot of sad people out there, everyone. And I'm here to spread sunshine and happiness on Sunday because it's Sunday. And today we're going to have a dead man's party, and everyone's coming. So I know you're afraid. It's me. Don't run away. It's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see. And I'm not going to go on camera. Like, but that is me. That is a picture of me. It's Sunday. I don't know. In America, in the United States of America, it is Sunday. October 12th here. I don't know. Do we have any foreigners or no one like outside of this continent? So student loans, yeah. I don't want to get into this whole thing because this is where, like, if we talk about the history of America and why higher institutions started, especially colleges and universities, they were supposed to be this accessible way that everyone could have the ability to get education, right? And then let's talk about how things became privatized, and now it's this capitalist privatized industry. You're lucky if you can go to school and pay for it. But yes, student loans and mortgages are still government funded. So in order for me to go get my piece of paper that says that I have a degree in linguistics, I pay the government interest on that. So the government collected interest on the intellectual knowledge that I received from a piece of paper. Now, I'm not going to complain. I did work really hard. I don't have that debt. I know it's not easy. There was a reason why I chose a degree in linguistics. I was originally going to set out to be a doctor of emergency pediatric medicine, which is a lot of money, a lot of money. And again, I didn't have the privilege where my family could afford to send me to school. We didn't have college savings because from the countries we came from, education was just a given to everyone, right? You didn't need money to go to school. So this is like where I have an interesting relationship with the military, right? I'm not going to talk about how I raised because people are going to be like, oh, victim party. And this is like where you can't even be vulnerable and share about your real self. But the only tangible way that I ever foresaw getting a degree in medicine, especially in emergency pediatric medicine, at that time when I was going through college, I studied pre-med. There was only one program left in the United States of America that had the bundled up program. So for those that don't know, in order, to go to med school, you have to do your pre-med, which is your undergrad. Then you go to med school, you do your four-year degree, your medical degree, right? And then in order to become a doctor, practicing doctor, you have to do a residency. And most of the time, this is where doctors do their fellowships and decide, okay, I want to be a dermatologist. Then they go do their 2-year specialty in dermatology. But although you're doing that, you still are rounding and doing your other general medicinal studies, right? So you have to do ER, you have to do pediatric, all these other things. And the route to go into specialty on a normalized American education system would take you about 12 years. And that was, I want to be a doctor of emergency pediatric medicine. One program in the US, I think it was in like North Carolina or South Carolina, that if you applied, it's bundled all together, doctor of emergency pediatric medicine. And guess what? That program is no longer available. But it was going to cost me a lot of money, right? I don't have over $100,000 to put myself through college, support myself. So I decided to take the easy route. I decided to get a degree in linguistics, which took me a year and a half at a university. And I'm not ashamed to say it. And I think this is where it's hard being a real person and being vulnerable and talking about things. Like, I paid $19,000 for my bachelor's degree in linguistics. That's also because I was not a traditional student. I approached my American education in a way that, like, how am I ever going to be able to do something, right? I mean, at one point, a piece of paper was in some capacity is really important in America. You cannot obtain certain jobs unless you're college educated. That's just the reality. And I do have to say that, like, I am the lowest educated in my family with a bachelor's degree. I won't talk about family. And this is, again, the boundary I have to straddle, because then people will say, oh, she talks about her family, and we can go dox them and talk shit about them and call ICE on them too, right? So I paid $19,000 for my degree, bachelor's degree in linguistics. It is the university I went to. It is under the Bachelor's of Arts program. I don't want to get into the argument of linguistics being an arts versus a science degrees. Linguistics is the scientific study of language, but in some universities, they just throw it under an arts program because it's considered language arts, whatever. So I worked hard as a refugee immigrant. I took out a loan from the government, who charged me interest. So the $19,000 that I took out to pay for my piece of paper, I ended up paying $26,000 on. But guess what? I paid it all myself, paid it off. I am living an American dream using my freedom of speech, educated, bought my own degree, don't need the government. I have a home, cars. Oh, you guys want to talk about cars? I just had to get rid of my Acura RSX. I'm really sad. She was 20 years old. It was the last year they made Acura RSX. Acura, if we want to talk about cars, I'm in Detroit, Motor City. Like, let's talk about things and not like fake drama and real people and, stupid shit. But I wake up every morning thankful for my life and that I have the privilege I do to be an educated woman, speaking my mind, showing my hair, right? And making my ancestors proud, living a legacy, and standing up for the rights of those other Americans that came before us, right? I support my First Amendment. Women worked hard to get us where they're at in America. I'm not going to deny American history. Okay, right? The difference between you and I might be that your family's been here longer. I just set foot on this continent. And people are sad about that. They're sad that I'm living a great American dream and using my constitutional rights to tell them about the history of this country that they don't even fucking know about. I'm here because of America. I'm here because America, right? And I can sit here and do what I want on my channel. And people are going to scream, off with her head. Oh. But anyways, the link's there. I'm going to give it the final countdown. If anyone has any grievances, but I don't come up here and don't sit there and you cry a victim and victim shame people who just share their stories and are vulnerable, right? You try to shame actual victims and make them feel horrible. And like, that's your freedom of opinion, right? I have a freedom of opinion. I'm educated. I know it's hard, bad dick, it's hard. No pun intended. I know. I can't. Oh my God. Hold on. I need a breather. Hold on. World Geography with Lil B. Welcome, everyone. As the North was fighting the South in this great continent, America, right? Columbus Day, isn't Columbus Day tomorrow? Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492, blah, blah, blah. Nina Pinta Santa Maria, right? And then there was the North and the South. While that was happening, there was like Mexico still owned the western half of this country. So yes, California was a part of Mexico. California is culturally Mexico. We have our Angelinas. I'm Angelina, everybody. I know people are going to be so upset. Hablas español? This is the last time I'm going to give Bad Dick any attention. Bad Dick, go break another guitar because of me. Go be sad and go break guitars. You guys, I'm not lying. I'm not a liar. I speak factually. Yes. Bad Dick broke a guitar because of me. But here he is, victim crying because his heart is broken. Like, I didn't make him do anything, right? This is where let's talk about YouTube land and like the audacity. Oh my God, the audacity of YouTube land. Hello? Did you fall asleep, old man?
No, no. I am quite ill at the moment, but I did not fall asleep.
I am ill too, which is how I don't know how I have the breath to even get through this bullshit without hawking up a lung right now. How are you, Willie? Are you here to
It's
give me
amazing.
some pointers on how to run my channel?
No, not
Are
at
you
all.
sure
Not at
you
all.
don't want to?
You're just doing you, and it's a beautiful thing. And I completely forgot. I have this, I'm breaking a rule of mine. I don't know if you saw the comment I said. Liliana, I gotta go because I have a self-imposed ban on interacting or being in the same place with anything that has a name crud. But then you remind me, I have to laugh at Bad Dick. Bad
You
Dick
do.
is such a great.
Bad Dick. Did you know he broke a guitar because of me?
Yeah, and I have to offer my condolences because you give California a good name.
I tried.
That you tried, and that former Californian who just doesn't even own, he tries to be a Californian, he tries to be a Texan,
He
tries to be
tries
this
to be
big Southern.
everything.
Yeah, yep,
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of California, did you hear about those Dodgers?
How they doing? They doing good?
Oh, they're going to the World Series. Aren't you sad that the Toronto Blue Jays beat the Yankees? Or you're not a sports? Are you a hockey kind of guy?
I'm a very big hockey fan, but I couldn't be happier for the Blue Jays because you got to remember I'm a Red Sox fan. So Yankees suck,
Oh, you
Yankees
have
suck,
that
Yankees
boo,
suck,
you have that
Yankees.
bloody curse, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout
You're
out, what's his name with the bloody sock there? Yeah,
there's
yeah.
socks in the chat.
No, 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 no. I was talking about the bloody sock, the Red Sox pitcher. Remember with the bloody where he cut his ankle during the World Series?
Yes, but that's why I'm saying you got the Red Sox are cursed.
Yeah. No, the curse was broken back in 2004. We reversed the curse.
Oh yeah, but when's the last time you guys got a World Series?
But the Red Sox, 2017. We got like 3 or 4 of them. We got 3 or 4 of them between 2004 and 2017. So we're good. We're
And
good.
then what happened?
And then what happened? Well, I mean, hey, I'm sort of kind of a Dodgers fan because one of the best Red Sox ever, Mookie Betts, is now a Dodger. So I'm a fan. I'm a
Okay.
fan of sports first, and then team second. All right.
Okay. So we'll keep you
So,
around since you're not dogging the Dodgers. So you have that going
yep,
for you, Willie.
yep,
What else would
absolutely.
you what else would you like to do you have anything you want to share? Is it a beautiful Sunday for you?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's okay. I'm battling double ear infections from going in the
Oh,
ocean, and I
oh,
was
that mother don't mess with Mother Nature. Women will
don't
always
mess
creep
with.
upon you. You know
Yep,
that.
that's what, you know what I did? I mocked Mother Nature, and I went live, and I was impersonating a bleached, bloated beluga whale.
I remember
But I wanted,
that.
yep, but I wanted to unbeach myself, and I unbeached myself. I submerged myself in Mother Atlantic Ocean, and she straightened my ass up. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't, I don't get, Willie, I just have to say this. I appreciate you making a view of that hurt on the beach for me after I was
Oh,
unjustly crucified by a German, and we'll just leave it at that because I don't talk shit, I don't do drama. But like
yep,
thank you for sending the love into Mother Nature. And this is where again the women felt my power and like they were like, oh boy, ear infection,
speaking of German, from now on, when you say "off with their heads," you have to say that in German, don't you?
That's what I said. Off with the head.
Off with the heads.
Yeah. And then like I could make bad French jokes and say, let them eat cake too, right?
That's
Like,
right. That's right.
yes. Like we could
Uh,
be like bad French and Germans and Italians over here too. And remember, America is made up of a lot of people.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
You got a like a 7/8 Irish, 1/8 German here. So yep.
Yeah. No, I'm not German at all.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I am. I'm 7/8 Irish and 1/8 German. So
I'm sorry.
yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
It,
No
that means the
condolences needed.
Germans plundered and warred you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
means.
Oh boy. Oy
Yeah.
vey.
Oh,
Um,
vey.
but yeah, it's a very cloudy, just starting to rain out. It's the calm before the wicked storm. We got a wicked nor'easter coming.
Oh, yeah. So last week we were super, not this past week, last week
Yep.
we were
Yep.
super hot. And then this week, Mother Nature brought in fall and it's been 39 degrees at night.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
need a blanket? You need the heater.
Yeah. 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 And right now we're dealing with a tropical storm that came up from the tropics. So not
Is it is it named Tropical Storm Refugee Liliana?
it could be. It could be.
Mm.
It's currently
What,
unnamed, so we can name it whatever we want. Yeah.
oh, they don't make they don't give them lettered names like hurricanes.
No, I mean, I thought, a matter of fact, somebody asked me if this storm had, I heard somebody didn't ask me. I heard somebody ask this morning if this storm had a name. And I said, oh, I got to check out the Weather Channel because I haven't seen the Weather Channel in years. But I remember they always used to give the storms their own name,
Yes.
um, like just a stupid commercial kind of thing. And so, yeah, it's unnamed. It's unnamed, but potential for some supposedly the outer Cape Cod might get 4 to 5 inches of rain dropped on it, along with a 6 to 8 to 10 foot storm surge on the
Oh, I was gonna
ocean.
say that's flood. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
storm
yeah,
surge. That's I don't know
yeah.
how ocean people by the ocean do it. I just would never want to have to deal with my home all the time.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, not that many, probably 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. houses fall into the ocean around New England every year. But I've been seeing recently down in the Carolinas, it's like one a day down around Rodanthe and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I have family who has a house. Excuse me one second. I'm gonna I have family that has a house over towards Newburyport and Salisbury over there,
Yep. Yep.
right
Yep.
on the water.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm just like, how and why? Like they're right on the water, right there in
Right.
Salisbury, you know.
Yep.
I would never be able to do that. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought about it, and especially as a younger man, I always thought that I was going to, oh, I'm going to own a house on the water and I'm going to live in Florida and all these things. Nope. Nope. I'm happy in the woods, and then in the northwest woods is where I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, I love the ocean. I can't ever be landlocked. There's no way.
Right.
I have to be by the water, but being in Michigan, I have like the fresh lakes.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's
Yep.
um
Yep. Right.
but yeah, you think like, oh, I would love to live on the ocean. Nope, no way.
Yeah. Yeah. Highly overrated. Just like fame, just like fame and fortune. Highly overrated.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, and plus this whole area has been in a drought. So that means
Oh, landslides.
the ground hardens up, and then we get this, 2 to 3 to 4 inches of rain, and it's just going to run off. It's not even going to soak in.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. But hopefully all will be fine and well and everything. But happy to hear you, boys.
Yeah,
Happy
you
to
too. You know what? Let's just add one more. Since we're talking about Americans, we need a Brit to poke us in our ribs. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Leanna. How are you doing, my babe?
I'm okay. How are you? I'm just causing ruckus so people
I'm
want
good.
to deport me over here.
Okay. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you think the UK will take me?
of course the UK will take you. Come over by boat. We'll take you for free.
But listen, like part of the UK is why I am where I am in America.
Right.
Okay. Is that because of
BP.
Iranian?
We gave you guys BP. Come on.
Well, I thought it was to do with the Iranian civil war.
Oh, are you talking Iranian or uranium? Because those are high on the Fed's list. So unless you want to be on the list, I wouldn't talk about those things here.
I don't care about the feds. They're not going to get me over here.
Well, I don't know. People are threatening to send ICE over here, so that they're going to get me if you talk about it, Paul.
Now,
Okay.
speaking of ice, Liliana, be careful in LA, all right? There's like tons of icicles out there, believe it or not, even though it's a warm climate, all right? So be careful, okay?
Yeah, I know. And it's hard to be an American and not exercise my freedoms, right?
Watch your back. Watch your back. And I got to say, Paul's got to be a lovely, lovely chap, because every person I speak to from England, every British person I speak to, when somebody says, I want to come over there, they all go, don't come over here. Don't come over here. It's going to hell in a handbasket.
Oh God, no! Look, people exaggerate. Okay, there's been a social change, but there's always have been social changes in Britain.
Yep, that's right.
But yeah, come over. It's a beautiful country. Come over, visit the Lakes District. Go to Scotland and visit the Highlands of Scotland.
There you go.
Yeah, if I go, I might just get stuck in Edinburgh. So
Edinburgh. Don't say borough.
Yeah,
it's bruh.
That's what I said. Clean your ears out.
No, you said Edinburgh.
No, I think Willie gave you his double ear infection. Okay.
Yeah. Edinburgh. I learned how to say Edinburgh from one of my favorite comedians, Craig Ferguson. Edinburgh.
Yes. Lots of Americans go Edinburgh. What's a borough?
Yeah.
It's Edinburgh.
No, I'm a big student.
It's like Worcester, right?
Worcester. It's Worcester. It's Worcester.
Yeah. Worcester.
That's the worst city in Massachusetts, by the way. Sorry.
Worcester? Well, you got to remember, like Fitchburg and Lowell and Lawrence, they're right up there with it.
Well, we do
Yeah.
have there is a place in the Orkney Islands called Twat. Double T at the end, double T. But it is an actual place
There
in the
you go.
Orkneys.
You got to keep it. You got to keep it unique with the double T.
Yeah, but people are so prude with the English language too.
Yeah.
Are we? I don't think Brits are.
Americans were.
Oh yeah, Americans are the worst.
No, you can spare each other here. We just treat it as we just laugh at you. What are you doing?
Seriously, as a Brit, you must just like lose your fucking shit every night about how stupid Americans are, especially on YouTube, Paul, right?
No, not all of them. There is some I'd like to bitch slap, but not all of them.
Well, you know,
I
it's
just have
funny.
to say, you heard it here. A Brit wants to bitch slap an American. It's freedom of speech, you guys. Don't deport him, okay, Paul? Sorry.
All I heard was Paul does not want to slap me. All right, that's all I heard.
Yeah. There is one or two you'd just like to pick up and just go shut the up.
Yeah.
But no,
That's
just most Americans are pretty cool. Because you forget, I've been around Americans for a lot of time in my younger days.
Yeah.
Me
Because
too.
I used to be a Mormon, so we used to get Mormon missionaries come round, and they used to be mostly from the US.
Yeah.
I've been around Americans a long time too, and you know what is surprising to me? That a lot of Americans don't know American history.
Yeah, or they tend to use the word. So we're going to talk. If you talk about the Revolutionary War, the War of Independence, they keep on saying the same line when Paul Revere was running through or on his horse shouting, he was going, "The
British
red
are
coats,
coming.
the British are coming." Yeah, the British are coming, or the redcoats are coming. They don't realise the 13 colonies were British,
Right.
so he would have said the regulars are coming.
Right.
Like it's like that's what I'm saying. Like the Americans are here. What are you talking about? Like that's why like it's almost like okay, people are yelling at me, but I'm American.
Yep, and in Americans, if you look at American views, they're patriots. But if you look at the British view, they can say they were
They're
traitors.
realists.
No, they were traitors because Britain was going through the same thing, you know.
Yeah. It's funny. By the way, Liliana, did you say that your bachelor's was in linguistics?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it's absolutely miraculous that we're friends because my accent, my destruction of the English language is just terrible.
No, but that's what I love because linguists were descriptive. Like we're descriptivists, right? And English majors are prescriptivists. So I love, and this is what people don't realize. I am trained in language. Like I could tell people dialect, class, how much, if they're educated, where they live, if they're foreigners. And I love the New England accent, Willie. I do.
Yeah.
But I can't even say that because people will be like, oh, she's so weird with Willie because she loves his accent, you know?
Talking about degrees, I looked at my student loan the other day. And my degree is costing me over 30 grand.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. I had a look.
Yeah, and with that, it's like, oh, you hope you get a job and could have a good life. And
well, over here, once you get your degree, over here, it is once you earn over 25 grand a year, that's when you have to pay it back.
On your loans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a threshold. So if you get a job that's paying 20 grand a year, you don't have to pay it back. But once you get over that 5 grand, then you'll have to start.
Wow.
That's crazy. No, I paid off my loan. And then when I got that bill, I was like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do? I need to find a job. And I will tell you, and I was mentioning this before, like I had considered joining the military, right? When I was going to put myself through med school. Glad I didn't.
Yeah.
But I came out with a degree in linguistics. And you know what you do with a degree in linguistics? You go work for the fucking government. So,
There
and
you
this
go.
is what I tell everyone. I did apply for the CIA.
Yeah.
I made the third round, which if anyone knows about the application process, if you make it past the first round, like not a lot of people make it past the first round. I did
Right.
not make it past the third. And I also look at it as like this, it's all blood money to me. Working for the government is blood money.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I went to join the army once. I was going to take the test. I was running just under 2 miles in 17 minutes, which was good for the age, which would have got me past the army fitness test. I was doing my sit-ups, I was doing my push-ups and stuff like that. Went to the army, he said, okay, took you in. It said, we'll book you in for your test. I went in, take my test, and I went, oh, we need to speak to you in the office. And I went, yeah. He said, we found out something. I said, what? He said, you're too old by a month. 1 month, I was
What?
too old.
You
Yeah.
guys have an age cutoff?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think there is. I mean, aside for retirement, will the military take you up to 55? I have no idea.
The military will
Yeah.
take you, but once you join the military, they can take you up to 53. Unless you're a higher class. If you're if you get to a commissioned rank, it'd be different. But normal rankings, it's usually about 40 or 50.
Yeah. And
That's
don't get me wrong, I always thought about going back in as a contractor because if you have a college degree, you could be absorbed in quote unquote military contracts, right? And
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong, who doesn't dream about making $250,000?
Oh, Lilian, if you joined the military, you wouldn't be a ranker.
No, it's so
You'd be a commissioned officer.
well, but right, if I went in with a college degree as a contractor,
Yeah. As an independent contractor,
Yes.
not actually. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, but okay. So if you joined the regulars as on signing on, as we call it over here, you'd get a commission.
Yeah.
You'd
Like,
be
I don't know
commissioned.
I don't remember, like, it's not a reserve. I would have to go into active something. I don't remember what it's called.
Active service.
Yeah, I would have to enlist in something, but I'm not true military, but I would be tenured in ranking somehow.
Yeah, you'd like, oh no, if you went and joined the British Army, you would have a commission. You would go to Sandhurst. You wouldn't have no rank. So when an officer joins, when you join the office to be an officer, your rank is lower in a private because you've got no rank. Once you've finished Sandhurst, you will leave like a lieutenant.
That's it. Cope Dog got it. That's what I was thinking. The reserves and the guards. Yeah.
I joined the Navy. I joined the Navy back in 1976 as an 18-year-old.
Oh my gosh. What did you do? Tell us about some boats you were on.
Liliana, this is a very short story. Had my bags packed and everything. And the last thing you do is go for a physical. And this was in Boston, the old Boston Navy Yard. You go for your physical and you go through this long, multiple 30 steps physical, just you and the doctor. And this happened to be an old salt, an old maritime, doctor. Cool guy.
Was he
and
blind?
We went through
Was he blind?
No, he might have been. But we went through this whole thing. And I realized after the fact, he was sort of kind of this real cool old dude that was doing more of an personal interview than a physical.
What?
Than a physical check. And at the very end, he goes, and my father was in World War II. He was part of the Greatest Generation. And he looked at me, and there was nothing going on in 1976 militarily around the world. The Vietnam War was long gone and all that stuff. And he looked at me at the end. He looked at me and he said, "This is not your father's military. Go do better things, young man." And he stamped it unfit, unqualified. And I walked out the door with my bag. I was supposed to be in Michigan. I forget, that's where the Navy does their basic training up in Michigan. I was supposed to be in Michigan that night. And I'm like, walking to a payphone going, I got to call somebody for a ride home.
Oh
my dad was a chef in the army.
Yeah.
Because the British Army had their own catering corps.
Yeah.
And he was a chef for the guards depot.
That sounds like Gestapo. Whatever you said.
The guards depot is where they trained the guards who wear the busbies at the Buckingham Palace and all that.
You fancy royals and shit. Like, come on.
Right.
But that's what he done. He was a chef for the depot, their training depot.
That's awesome. By the way, I have to disagree with Cape Dog. I discoed well into the 80s, okay? Disco did not die ever. To this day, disco is still alive.
That's what I was wondering. Like, when they stamped your papers, they were probably like, "Get out of here, you fucking hippie."
I probably did look a little hippie-ish back then.
Yeah. But, they're like, "You're a tree hugger, not a gun toter. Get out of here."
Yeah, right. Right. Well, that's what he was doing. That's it. He was like, "Do me a favor," going, "Hey, man, this ain't for you." But yeah. Now my favorite. I love all music. I love classical music. I love everything. But my favorite is the blues, all the way from starting in the 1920s right up to the 1960s. The blues is my favorite.
Tommy Johnson.
I don't know. I'd have to think. I'm almost 70 now, so dementia's breaking in. So a lot of shit's emptying. My brain is like a toilet being flushed continually. So
I think that was his name. Let me get this.
Yeah.
Let me get. So we had to do a piece on him for my degree.
That's cool
because it's an arts degree, and we got told we had to do this. Had to listen to some tracks. We listened to Tommy Johnson, blues musician. He sold his soul to the devil.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yep. But I wanted to make a point. I love all music. The blues is my favorite. Southern rock and Americana folk kind of stuff is my second favorite. But I love to dance. And you can't love to dance without loving disco. All right. Back in the day.
Disco is a mover.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I will get up, dance to anything, sing to anything, get on stage. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I'm just about living and having fun.
Correct.
Disco, punk music, whatever, just don't shit on a good time.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Yes, but I do love disco. You gotta love it when you're able to dance and point your fingers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, without disco, you wouldn't have the new romantic scene. Without the new romantic scene, you wouldn't have rave.
Right.
Willie, Coke Dog is calling you out, not having Alzheimer's, but sometimers for your brain.
Yeah. Well, that could be the case. But like I said, approaching 70, spent 40 years cleaning up hazardous waste. I think physically, I think I'm the toxic avenger. I think I'm my body's going to be studied by science and say, oh, this guy cleaned up hazardous waste before they made respirators and PPE. Yeah, that turned him into, perpetually physically healthy, but mentally, no.
So you don't know what actually happens when you go to sleep, and you might moonlight as like a superhero, and we don't know it.
Right.
Well, yeah, right. They've got the new Toxic Avenger movie coming out soon, apparently.
Yep.
Of Peter Dinklage being the Toxic Avenger.
That
that's great.
that double ear infection is the first step.
Yep.
Don't die laughing on my account, Willie, please.
Just make sure I tell everybody all the time, especially when like one time I was with Wandering Hippie, and we were on Cape Cod, and I was jumping in the ocean. He goes, "What if a shark eats you?" I said, "Well, if you can't save me, just make sure you monetize this video and get rich, man. Go viral."
Yes, that's what I say. Like, if I'm gonna die, just people make good use of money from it.
That's right. That's right.
Like, let's not stop being opportunists because, I died. Like, why not?
That's
Right?
right.
It's America.
That's right. That's right. Oh, speaking of America, Donna Summer. Cape Dog mentions Donna Summer, another great Bostonian. All right. She was from Dorchester. She was known as anybody from Dorchester is known as a dot rat.
Don't make me laugh.
I live near where Eric Clapton comes from.
Yep, there you go. And now, Liliana, you're going to love this. I recently Googled, and I'm a street smart guy. I'm not a tech, there's a big NO in the middle of technological, right? That's for me, no, when it comes to technology.
Oh, God, Willie, you're such an old man. Sorry. Okay.
I am. No, hand up. I'm owning it. But I recently Googled how did metropolitan and surrounding area Bostonians get such a strong accent? And the answer I got back is it goes back to the 16 and 1700s from the Brits.
Yes.
That's
so
yep.
I love this. And this is where I nerd out. Like, I could talk about historical linguistics. So looking at how our language was preserved in the United States of America, New England has the most accurate modern English being that which William Shakespeare helped make for us as Anglo-Saxon Germanic English speakers, right? Sorry, I'm going to be really nerdy. But yes, New England has the preserved old modern English accent. Thank you, Willie.
Yep. Yep. And I didn't know that until recently. And I'm like, well, I'll be damned. When I never expected to see that for the answer.
Yeah. A lot of it, so I'm going to get super nerdy for a minute, is that called rotorization. It's the use and misuse of R sound, which is still preserved. So Bostonians absolutely clam chowder, pak de caw. And I'm not going to talk for Paul, but Paul, when British English speakers speak with words, they also either introduce R's or omit R's.
Right. And also, now, it's pretty, like you say, I say all the time, I can't say an so I can't say a lot of bad words, There's a lot of bad words have I's in it, but I can't say them. But
I'm not.
Now we're once removed, right? Us New Englanders are once removed from the Queensland, right? From Britain.
Yeah.
As are Australians. And some Australians, granted, Australian is almost as big as America, almost big as the United States, just about the same size. Granted, only a quarter or a tenth of the population, but a lot of Australians, especially East Coast around Sydney, have almost the same accent as a Bostonian.
Yes, and I will say that because I have also traveled to the continent of Australia. So I have been able to in person observe native English Sydney speakers, right?
Yeah.
And I will tell you, along with all the training that I have, trying to figure out the dialect of an Aussie versus a New Englander versus a Brit.
Yeah.
See, but
you're
confused.
Hold on. A different accent.
Hold on, Liliana. You're confusing You're confused. There's no such thing as a British accent.
Well, so I will tell you, right? Most non-English speakers are taught British English.
Yeah, they know that. But when you're talking when you're talking about accents, you forget that accents are regional and accents
No,
are
I
national.
don't. You're telling the linguist. No,
Yeah.
I know accents and dialects are regional, but
Yeah,
that's what
but
I'm
they're
saying.
also national too, because Britain's made up of
Yes,
four different nations.
yes, I'm aware of
Right.
that. Yeah. So, but that's what I'm
Oh.
saying, right? Because then you have the mix of different accents, but the way phonetically that Brits, Aussies, and New Englanders speak is modern Old English. I know that sounds weird, but
Yeah.
And you're also forgetting that Britain's made up of different languages as well. Yeah, the introduction of Gaelic and the Gelgi in Ireland.
Yep.
yeah.
Well, yeah, my grandparents are right up the boat from Ireland, and I couldn't fucking I couldn't understand a freaking word they used to say.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, and it's funny, like Paul over here, even for like closed captionings, when people speak like, excuse me, British English, they will put
Yep.
like closed captionings on, not even for like Irish English or Scottish English. People can't even understand British English.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the case of modern English, because most people in England speak modern English.
Whatever it is, like in America, they put closed captionings on.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not too sure about most languages, but I do know that we speak more modern English, and people in the US will speak the older English.
Yeah.
That's why there's different. That's why there's different words and different spellings of words.
See, you can't say modern English, and now I don't have that song stuck in my head. I'll stop the world and melt with you. For you, Paul. Come on.
I don't know, but when you go to Scotland and when you go to Glasgow, it's like you need to really understand what they're saying.
Right.
Because it's like even in Scotland, you go to Scotland, the accent's nationalistic, but even regional too. So there's different sounding Scottish accents.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, never mind that. Just within like probably a 3 to 4 hours drive of London is like 60 different dialects.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for I am a half an hour drive, and it could be speaking different to me, and I'm going, what did you say there?
Right, I mean, come on, drive to the swamps of Florida.
Right?
He's like, I don't even, jeez, oh, Pete.
I drove tractor trailers in my younger years, so I got educated in that on the old Citizens Band radio, the old CB.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
When the Southern boys would be coming up, or I'd be going down south, and they'd be on the radio going, no, can't get come on. You know, it took a while, but I finally learned what they were saying.
Yeah.
We used to have a CB. I used to have a CB when I was like 19, and used to for the call handle breaker 19, and they'd be on the 19 channel and they'd be asking you, what's your handle? I'm big trucker. Big trucker, how you doing? What's your handle? King Arthur or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what my handle would be.
Mine was Turbo.
I thought you were gonna say Turbo.
Yeah, you'd want something that's Turbo. You want something that's easy to say online, like one or two words.
Yeah. Yeah. Every now and then, well, because I was an excitable boy, and my friends nicknamed me Turbo as a young man, and so I just picked that up. Yeah. And so every now and then, when I'd be on the CB radio, I'd say, "Yeah, Turbo here," and they'd be like, "You're talking like a turbocharger." Yep.
So, what would your handle be, Liliana?
Lil. That's what anyone ever called me. The other names are like not fun. Like I was called Libyan, the Gaddafi lover. Like they're not cool handles. Like I would not have anything awesome.
Yeah, so, but you'd want something. I think you'd have Usually, when you go to CB, it's very much like having your own YouTube page. So you'd have
Right.
something unique, like because there could be somebody else called Lil, and she could be famous for the CB world.
Right.
Well, this is too much pressure now, Paul. I could barely handle the YouTube world with people threatening ICE to knock on my door. I don't need the CB world thinking I'm trying to steal their queen hero, Lil.
So you could go with like Miss Lily Moma. Would that work? You know?
Oh my God, don't make me laugh, Lily.
Or Queen Ice. That won't get you deported at all.
The Ice Queen. Yeah. The
Okay,
Ice Queen.
with that, I hit my goal for today. I hit an hour. We're getting into Fed territory again. You guys are talking about eyes. You're talking about more coffee. You're talking about like bad things that people.
We didn't bring him up. We didn't bring him up.
Well,
Thanks so much for having me, love. As
Thank
always.
you,
Thanks so much.
Willie. I'm sorry. Next time it's a one-on-one because I need my training for traveling. But don't be offended if I'm traveling next week and I go live and my long legs are hauling ass because something goes wrong. Let's just put it that way.
Yep. And Paul, a pleasure meeting you, sir.
A pleasure meeting you too, mate. And I hope you have a good one, mate.
Yep.
All right. Love
Absolutely.
you. Bye,
Okay. See you
All right,
later.
Paul, anything you want to say?
Be good. That's all.
Be good. The British are coming. The British are coming. Okay, everyone. Thanks for entertaining me. I got my anger out. I got my frustrations out. I don't know if I got my money's worth today. I don't know, Paul and Willie, if you were worth the year's money I paid for StreamYard. So, everyone, I have 3 months. I paid for a year of StreamYard. I need to go live. I have a seat. If anyone wants a seat, I can give you a seat. One seat is taken. The other one is forbiddenness because I'm working on a super serious art project, which I will tell you about. But I think I told you guys about that art project. It's really top secret. And part of that art project is going to be monetization. So that live that is there for the art project, you have to pay for it. You guys, smart women don't give their goods for free. You know? So anyhow, I'll try to go live again. I am traveling. Don't know if I'll go live next week from location. Don't flatter yourselves and think I'm coming for you fuckers. Get over it. Thanks everyone for coming. Willie, a pleasure always. Paul, thank you. Go sub to their channels, drop your links if anyone is live, share it out. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm out of here. Zoe's motherfuckers. Zan, Zendegi, Azadi, women, life, freedom. Protect that Constitution. Pursue your life, liberty. Your freedom of speech. Your freedom to say what you want as an American, as long as it's not hate-filled, or the government is going to look at you like you're doing something criminal and doing something wrong. Spread love, not hate. Immigrants are welcome here. That's what America is about. Fuck you. Bye, fuckers. Till next time. By the way, go Dodgers!